Welcome back to East Sleep Sixes, man. I'm BG right back with you with my guy 215, the sports guy.
What's
And
up,
we
baby?
took a L to the San Antonio Spurs tonight. 115 to 102, man, out in San Antonio. Uh the first of the road trip. Tough loss for us. We just never could really we never really could get ahead of the game. The whole
Mhm.
game we was behind. We was playing from behind pretty much the whole game. Uh we thought we saw some good things. Well, I don't want to say good things because I never, ever, ever, ever want to see a guy get hurt. But when Wemby didn't come back in the second half, I said to myself, maybe we're going to start attacking more. Maxi was able to open up his game a little bit more. It was a little bit difficult for him in the first half. He didn't do much for the whole game overall, but that was mainly because of the first half. In the first half, with Wemby out there, it was a good back and forth with him and Embiid overall, but we didn't take advantage of the fact that he was out in the second half. And like I said, man, that Spurs team is legit from top to bottom. It was points in that fourth quarter where I was saying, damn, they got a full bench lineup in and we got all our starters in. What the hell is going on? Like it's stuff like that, man. I be wanting us to be able to do where we can count on bench guys to go in there against starters and keep a lead, take a lead, uh, go on big runs like that. And we just aren't able to do that. I didn't see much changes from the coach tonight. As usual, we didn't see a lot of adjustments made. Um, we went off talent and it just didn't work out for us tonight.
BG, you said it all. But I'll piggyback off of that. And, we came out with some defensive intensity, I felt like, where we recognized the moment. And then, just like all of this season, it wasn't consistent. We let up. And, when it rains, it pours. Now everybody's hitting threes. Everybody's feeling good. The chemistry was feeling good over there. It was a game that could have been won. Once again, I just didn't feel like we got the job done. You had a whole half without Wemby. You had a whole half without Wemby. And, there was a point where our offense was really stagnant, trying to figure things out. We went away from PG when PG
He
was
shot
so.
his low in the first half. Oh my goodness.
You
In the
understand?
first quarter.
You understand? You understand? But we went away from that a lot. We didn't make him no type of focal point after that. You know, things like that I look at on. Are we going to go back to him? Are we going to force that action because just Embiid isn't enough, and it wasn't enough. Tyrese Maxey, I'm not really going to blame Wemby. I just feel like he wasn't aggressive at all tonight. He just wasn't aggressive on the offensive end at all, and on defense, he got killed on the other end. To be quite honest, VJ wasn't aggressive as well on the offensive end. So both of our guards, we really got nothing from on both ends of the floor tonight. Not to be unfair, I know he's a rookie, but we at this point of the season, just calling a spade a spade. Their guards outplayed our guards, flat out, flat out. Damn, we needed this game, BJ. These two games we losing in the clutch. When we're fighting in the standings, these are bad Jones. These are bad Jones.
For sure. I'm looking at the bench points too. Oh my God. The bench points
What?
clipping.
We got a bench? We
Stop.
got a bench.
They bench went crazy. Kellen Johnson had 13. Dylan Harper had 17. Luke Cornett, obviously in a bigger role, filling in for Wemby in the second half, ended up with 10 solid minutes from him all the way across the board, to be honest with you. Just him being out there setting solid screens. He was getting guys open all game.
Who
Um,
Cornett?
yeah, man.
Yeah, big time. And rolling to the basket. They had some chemistry with that for a while. They had some plays going on. Their bench came in and made a huge impact in the game. We didn't have that. You know,
That's
I,
that
I
that
thought it was a bad move, not starting Barlow and having Oubre come off the bench. Our bench points is maybe what 10 tonight.
let's see what we had off the bench. We had 10, 16, 18, 18 off the bench. 18 off the bench.
Nothing. Nothing.
18 off the bench. But I told you before the game, dog, they got 8 players that average double figures. The Spurs got 8 players that average double figures. Like we needed people to star in their roles today, and outside of Joel Embiid, for the most part, nobody really starred in their role. Nobody. Like, not one player outside of Joel Embiid can I say starred in their role tonight.
Hey,
Paul George was excellent in the first quarter, but we need you to not disappear like Tobias Harris used to do. Remember that used to be Jose's pet peeve, how Tobias had 12 in the first
it's
half,
true to
16,
slow.
and then had one. Hold on, let's see what your boy talking about real quick. I know you was probably about to say that. I know you see him down there, so let's put
Most
him.
of their really
No, I
good
wasn't
stuff in
gonna say that.
transition.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I thought we did a really good job for the most part, half court
Of what?
defensively. Have a lot of guys that put their head down and kind of play physical driving, and our guys stood in there pretty well. But again, I think we came out and scored some buckets, got our defense set, and I think we turned one over and then missed back-to-back threes, and they just scored in
You
transition.
could cut
a
him
lot
off.
of them, and that
I'm
kind of
done.
opened the
Damn,
floor for
already?
them.
You
Yeah,
done?
you
Get
could
back
cut him off. You
and
could cut him off.
Hey, I
yeah,
didn't think you was
cut
gonna
it
be done with him
Please.
that quick. Damn, you ain't gonna get Nick a
Please.
second to speak to the
You could cut
team.
him off. You could cut him off. Another wrong button he pressed today, and it's not the fault of his own. It's been mismatch all year. You pressed the wrong Drummond button today. The Boner button should have been pressed today.
Oh,
Drummond hurt the team immensely coming in the game today. Really didn't give us anything. Ill-advised 3 in the clutch of the game. Why? Wrong head. Wrong head.
hey,
Then allow
dog.
your man to come right back down.
Drummond shot
for
the
the-
three, missed the three, then gave up the lob on the comeback play, dog. Like, what is you doing, dog?
Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Season on the line. You doing shit like that. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, man, it's a tough one tonight, man. This is a tough one tonight. Although we knew we was going to this one, it was going to be a tough one to win. But when you look at certain aspects of the game, certain things that happen in the game, you say to yourself, "Damn, could we have won this game, man? If we if certain strings was pulled today, could we have won this game?" And that's when we look back at these losses that maybe could have been a win, depending on what we'd have got. And I look at this one as one of those ones, man. Like I said, man, it did outside of Joel Embiid, I don't feel like anybody can say, "Yo, I gave my all today and did my best today." It just didn't feel like as a team we was ready for this game at all. And as a team, San Antonio, top to bottom, looked better than us. Top
Yeah.
to bottom, man. Top to bottom. I
They
get
look
it. We
more
got better
prepared.
players. That's why I keep saying, man.
They look more
I get
prepared.
it. I get what you say, Carl. When I get what you and most of the Philadelphia faithful. 1 second, I'm sorry. I get what y'all say about when the guys come back and when we healthy and all of that stuff. And I'm all the way in on that part of it. Like, if we healthy, I think that talent wise, we're really freaking good. We can really compete with anybody. But then I also say to myself, all right, yeah, they'll come back, and yeah, we may have a more talented team. We may have better names, bigger names, better players, higher contracts. We may have all that. But then we run into teams like this that just have been playing well together for months on end. I'm talking about, what did they
Yeah.
say? San Antonio's like 27-2 since February 1st. It's just teams that
And
just build
and the big
chemistry. It's
and the
more than just talent. You gotta build chemistry. You gotta have a coach that's putting your team in position to win. It's not just about names. You can't just put names out there
absolutely.
and say go play basketball and you're gonna win an
Absolutely.
NBA game. You're just not
Absolutely.
against a team that's building the way San Antonio built. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry.
Well, you're not explaining that to me. I know that oh so well. The reason why I've been clamoring and saying all season what this man is saying right here. You
Oh,
can't
my
do
bad. My bad.
you
Which one?
can't nurse. You
Oh,
can't really put a microscope on a team the right way when the coach is bullshit and not putting the right game plan on the floor night after night after night after night. How many games have we watched here, BG, and we said, damn, if he would have, too many for my liking. And
um,
I
oh,
understand players have been in and out of the lineup. I get all of that. But this record that this team has does not reflect that the talent that it's had throughout the year. I don't think this roster is perfect, but they're better than what their record are for sure.
hold up. I want to answer this on the screen real quick, but somebody just said we fell to ninth, so I'm going to change what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna hit refresh on the standings. No, we didn't, man. Why would you say that? Oh,
because they
we
just be
tied because we tied for 7th with the 8th and 9th place team now. That's why. That's why.
so
That's why.
6, 7, 8, and 9 is like a game apart.
No. 7, 8, and 9 are all tied. 6
Okay.
is a half game ahead of us.
A half game, right.
Yeah,
This
because
is
we lost.
crazy.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, we ain't ninth, man. Bad, we ain't ninth. We tied for 7th with 8 and 9. So
Hold up. And the person in the 6th spot is a half a game from the same situation. If you want to look at it like that.
I ain't looking at it like that because the team in the 6th spot don't got a $200 million center, $200 million point guard.
BG, if you want to crash out, I was just laying the facts
going
out.
crazy. Come on, man. Like this ain't. I'm not satisfied with saying, well, we close to the 6. We right outside of the 5. Oh, look at I'm not satisfied with that shit, man. Like how is we here? How are we in the 7th seed? Almost. If it wasn't for the fact that every team outside of 10 was eliminated, I would be worried we wouldn't make the play-in.
At the end of the day, our team had its destiny in its hands when we look back on this season. And this is what they're showing us. This is what they're showing us in important games. You got the Pistons game, back end of a back-to-back. I get it, whatever. It's a playoff game. And you got this game where you had rest before you got into this game. And we didn't get it done. So
I wanted to address this on the screen. I disagree. I'm not going to look at games like this where I say Embiid had no help and we lost. I'm going to what about all of the games he missed? Let's be clear. He's missed more games in his career than he's played. So I'm not going to say we wasted his career. I'm not going to say that. It's portions of his career he wasted as well. It was the injury bug is the injury bug. But I don't think it's just the Sixers wasted Embiid's career. And a lot of Embiid's career was wasted because of injury. A lot of it. A lot of these second-round exits was Embiid too. Not just, people didn't show up with Embiid. Today we can say that, but we're not going to say that for his whole career that nobody ever showed up. There's been days he hasn't shown up. And there's been days he ain't even been in a jersey. A lot more days that he hasn't been in a jersey than he has been in a jersey. So I'm not giving him any pass at all and say we wasted his career. He wasted some of his too.
Hey, Bass, this is absolutely right. Make no mistake about it. There is no room for error. The Sixers have to win every game on out, or they will be in the play-in. Guarantee it. You could guarantee that, which is a horrible thought. A horrible thought. Speechless, BJ. For the first time up here.
I don't get it.
What you looking at? The standings?
I'm just looking at all these other teams that we fighting to maybe be better than, like the Charlottes and the Torontos and why is we fighting to be better than them, dog? Like how we not competing with Cleveland, New York, Boston, and Detroit? Like how?
How? Well, listen, we're not gonna throw darts at the board as if our team still hasn't had the most games missed by any other team as far as players in the league this year. But saying that to say, we've had enough to get the job done, and we just haven't, BG. We just haven't.
We've seen teams. We've played against teams that was missing a guy. We played against teams that was missing key guys in a lineup time after time. We've seen that, and we've seen guys step up in certain roles. You look at a team like Detroit. Who literally lost their best player. Can we all agree on that?
Absolutely.
They lost their best player, and we wouldn't guess it because guess what? Guys step up in that role. Dennis Jenkins has stepped up in that role of, hey, I can't be Cade Cunningham, but I can be the best version of myself if y'all insert me into this starting lineup. Like when our guys go out, it just don't happen. We see a flash here and there, a campaign 8-3 game. We'll see a Justin Edwards 25-point game and be like, oh, we do got some young talent out there. We'll see Dominic Barlow early in the season. We'll see. But it's no consistency with what guys are able to give us. It's never been consistency with what we get from guys off this roster. That's a credit to the coach. You can't get consistency if you're not getting coached consistent.
Let's go even deeper than that, man. You look at teams like the Spurs and other guys, those bench guys that's coming off the bench, the role players, bro, like you said, they've been there for about 2-3 years. You know, we are building a team, and we in Philadelphia expect that team to go right away. You know, there is no patience because what we've been going through over the years at all. But it takes time to get to a contending status. I don't think we're there. And we can end it tonight. Look up top.
We're not in this shit. We've been on for 15 minutes. I'm here. I'm not about to let you do that. 3 hours ago, you said the opposite. I've been saying this shit. I've been saying this, Carl. You saying it don't matter. We back. I've never seen PG play like this. I've never seen him play like this, BG. These are the things you've been saying to me, and I've been telling you. But what about when we play against playoff levels? We've been beating on these trash-ass teams, and you've been getting rah. And the second we face a championship contender, we get smoked. When we played OKC, we got smoked. When we played Denver, we get smoked. We played Detroit, we get smoked. Every playoff championship caliber team, we get smoked. But then you come on here on pregame and tell everybody, no, BG being negative. BG is the one that you don't believe, BG. You don't believe. Motherfucker, they putting this shit on tape for you, Carl. They showing you time after time after time. And you keep on lying. You keep lying to yourself. And then you think you're going to come on here post-game and say, I don't think we there. I've been saying it. I've been saying we ain't there.
Therapy session. He on dog shit again. Hey, yeah, BG, that was corporate. Never mind. I don't know what you were talking about. I said this team had a good chance to compete, as anybody would think.
But all I asked, Carl, was what evidence gave you a reason to believe that? What evidence have you seen that gives you reason to say, you know what? I think we've turned the corner. This is it. We figured it out. We're going to compete this year. What has shown you? What have they shown you?
I think you're putting words in my mouth. I didn't speak to that aspect that, they've arrived. They're it. No, I didn't. I said they can compete.
And I'm asking you, what have they? That's all I'm asking you for is, what have you seen from the Philadelphia 76ers this year that makes you believe that?
Well, to be quite honest, BG, when they've been healthy all together, like tonight, Tyrese Maxey normally doesn't lay a fucking egg like he normally does tonight. He doesn't play non-aggressive like he does tonight. He normally doesn't play like that. And him not playing like that, we're all up in this game. Bottom line. But it is what it is. He didn't get it done. And we are where we are, bottom line.
But all I'm saying is we have these conversations whenever it's a playoff caliber team outside of Minnesota. Let me run this down for you, Carl. Let me run some things down to you. We got 20 minutes, 10 more minutes. We ain't got nowhere to go.
Go ahead.
We lost to San Antonio, championship level team. We lost to Detroit, championship level team. Beat Minnesota, great win. I will not act like that's nothing. We beat Washington, dumpster fire. We lost to Miami, the team that we needed to beat. OKC embarrassed us. We beat the Utahs and the Sacramentos and the Charlottes, and we beat the Memphises. Oh, well, let's go back into the schedule. We lost to Detroit. Oh, playoff team, Cleveland, lost. Atlanta lost. Oh, but we beat Utah right before that, a trash team. Oh, but right before that, a playoff caliber team, San Antonio, lost. Oh, the game before that, championship caliber team, Boston, lost. Carl, every time we play somebody that is a caliber team that's ready to compete for a championship, we fucking lose. Every fucking time. Every time. And you telling me that when you see big wins against Brooklyn, Utah, Memphis, Portland, when you see those games that make you believe we a championship caliber team, what?
BG, you yelling and nice soliloquy.
And fuck the yelling. Answer my question.
It's not.
Hold
on.
That's what I said.
Are you going to give me a chance to answer?
That's what I said.
Bottom line, we have the most missed games from our star players out of any team in the league. You're skipping over that. You're putting hold up. Let me speak now. You're pointing out losses from sections in the schedule where we didn't have them at all. Go back to the games where everybody was healthy and we play caliber teams. We were there, BG.
When?
We were there when they were healthy. When they were healthy.
Carl,
when
when
they played.
when we had a
Bottom
under
line.
five, when we had an under 500
When
record
they
at
were
home,
healthy.
we
When they
haven't
were
been in the
healthy.
we haven't been in the top 5 in the East all year. When, Carl?
No, you're asking
When,
me-
Carl?
you're asking
Tell
me-
me when
you're
this
asking me
was.
what? You're asking
Tell me
what?
when this
You're
was.
asking me what do I
I
have?
only went through the bottom half of the schedule just now. I was only
Okay,
just going up the
exactly.
schedule from the bottom up.
Exactly.
Do you want me to go to the top? You want me to go to the top?
Listen.
I'll go to the top if you want me to. Don't forget we was an under 500 team at home the majority of the season. We're not going to act like that didn't happen.
I got that. I also know that guys have been in and out of this lineup all year long.
We always
all year long.
Carl. So what is
get
all
that.
of us? So
I
if
get
that's
that.
the case, I only ask you, what have they shown you to show that we're a championship caliber team? You're telling me all the things to tell me why we're not. Tell me what is giving you reason to believe we are. You're agreeing with me, basically.
BG, I said that they could contend in the Eastern Conference in a series with anybody. That's what I said. We can roll back the tape, the pregame for that. And Frame, you're a Knicks fan. Just miss me with the bullshit. Let's go. Next.
I'm just saying, Carl, man, it's just, at what point do we say, damn, maybe we just really can put on a show against regular teams? And every time I'm just looking, only thing that fits on my screen is April 12th through March 1st on my screen right now. And every single playoff team up here outside of Minnesota beat us. Every single one of them, dog. All of them.
What we both said at the beginning of this show, it's going to be hard to win any game of importance with this coach, bro. With this coach. In any series, any game, that is a sore eye right there. Our coach, bro. It's a problem. It's a problem.
That's all I'm saying. Carl, the things you putting out there is the things that I've been just trying to get you to understand. The coach is the reason.
Hold up. You're not going to get me to understand. I have championship aspirations for my team, but do I understand that we have certain shit going on with our team that will prevent us from getting there? Yes. My eyes are open.
I hope
I do have championship aspirations for
I hope
the team.
every fan of every fan base has aspirations of a championship, but you still got to go with what's in front. You think the Cleveland Browns fans don't go and hell, we know an idiot that tell us every year that the Cowboys. We got an idiot every year. One of our friends is an idiot. Smitty tell us every year that the Cowboys is going to win. Every year we deal with an idiot that tells us that. So I hope that you believe the Sixers I hope you have those aspirations, but you can't be a realist and say, yo, we got too many shortcomings. You're not real enough to just look me in my face and say, the shortcomings we have has been over and over. It's the same story, Carl. Me and you have been saying, we've been having this conversation in April every year since I've known you. I've known you.
Right. Our biggest eyesore is our coach, bro. Our coach. If guys aren't being put in the right position game after game, how can you judge them properly? It's my thing. Guys are fucking winging it every night. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. We don't have the correct roster to go where we need to go. Do we have shooters? No. Do we have a legit backup point guard? No. Do we have a legit backup center? No. With all that being said, BG, I do feel like this team currently constructed can put out more than what they have. Yeah, sip your water.
I just don't know how we do it, man. I don't know how we do it.
Bottom line, Bird. Bottom line, Bird. And it's a bad joint. when your eyesore is at the top of your pyramid. Everything else breaks down after that. Everything else breaks down. He doesn't know how to make anybody look good. He doesn't know how to put anybody in position. PG on fucking fire. How are you not feeding him the damn ball most of the game? Why are you not calling his number repeatedly?
Because the Spurs make adjustments and figure out ways to take away the guy that killed us in the first quarter. The difference between a good coach and a bad coach is that coach made adjustments, decided, you know what, let's try to take the ball out of the hot hand.
Yo,
Nick Nurse, take notes.
Phil want to know what's up with Maxey. He asked this a few times. I just thought Maxey was in his head tonight, man. I felt like he saw a 7-foot guy down there in the paint. He's played against him a few times. He know how rangy and lengthy he is. He didn't want no part of going down there. And to be honest, he wasn't aggressive shooting a three like he normally is too at the beginning of the game. So, you know, a non-aggressive Maxey is not a great Maxey, in my opinion. Still could have got. Go ahead.
Tonight was Maxey's Achilles heel type game. You got guys like De'Aaron Fox, Stephen Castle, Devin Vassell, who are, well, we know De'Aaron Fox is probably just as fast as Tyrese Maxey and taller. And then those other guys are quick and strong. So the level of defense Maxey had to play, and then the level of offense he had to play against physical defenders. It just didn't. And then once he getting by them, you got a 7'5" guy in the first half, at least. A 7'5" guy right there is difficult. Our star player, this ain't like 5'11" Allen Iverson who gonna be able to figure it out. Tyrese Maxey's still trying to figure out, how do I get my bucket against these bigger guys, against these bigger guards? How do I still impact the game the same way? We maxed him out because of what his potential is, and I still don't think we've reached Tyrese Maxey's full potential. That's my opinion. Could be wrong.
Most definitely.
PG might not know nothing about basketball. You don't have to agree with me, but I still don't think we've reached the peak Maxey. So with that being said, I feel like he's still figuring out that way. Damn, as a smaller guard playing in a league where you got teams with point guards that's 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", what do I do? How do I affect the game better? How can I not be a defensive liability? And he's still figuring that stuff out, man. He's still figuring that stuff out. You saying Maxey 6 year? I don't know. I don't know if how many NBA players you've spoken with, but I'm pretty sure that they continue to grow throughout their career, especially when they only play 1 year of college. Play 1 year of college, and this is your 6th year. You definitely are still fine-tuning your game and getting better. Like I said, I still don't think we've reached. Phil, you might not agree, but I still don't think you say, 6 year Tyrese Maxey should know everything. I don't. I don't think 6 year Tyrese Maxey should have all the answers to the question.
And to be quite honest, it depends on the player. Some players keep growing.
And then think about the tutelage he's had.
You understand?
Doc Rivers and Nick Nurse. This might as well be his 2nd year.
Thank God for, you know, him having the work ethic he's had, mentors he's had, LeBron James and things of that sort. You know, this kid has turned himself into one of the most, you know, feared guards in the league, man. But to be totally honest, if we want to break it down, this team is halfway built. It's halfway built geared towards Tyrese Maxey, and it's halfway built still geared towards Joel Embiid. So, you know, there is a confliction there in the roster. So, you know, with that said, you know, there's names, like BG said, but the names have to be put in position for success. And I don't think we have that guy here to do that, point blank.
Yeah. I wish the same thing, Berg, man. I wish the big fella was on the block more. But it's just not how he's utilized, man. They utilize him free throw line extended. That's where he likes to operate. And they adhere to it. We let him do that. Instead of being, I had a talk with a guy the other day about Embiid, and I said to myself, I said it right after I went to the game, and I said I talked to Carl about this, and I said I was really upset to see that Embiid doesn't come out the locker room till 2 minutes left on the clock before the game starts. And I said, man, I just wish for one season Embiid could have Giannis's motor. Giannis's will to win, Giannis's want to be great. I just wish for one season. I don't need it for the rest of his career. Just one season to see what an all-in Embiid could be like. Because I've seen what an all-in wanting an MVP could be like. I've seen what chasing an MVP could look like, and that looked crazy. So imagine what an all-in on my body, an all-in on want, an all-in on what it takes to win a championship. I'm going blood, sweat, and tears, give everything I got, and have that type of motor. I just wish I could get one season, one out of Embiid with that type of motor. But I know it'll never happen. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have I don't have anything to say for that.
And again, Berg, I critique every player, though, as well as the coach. I'm not giving nobody no give on this one. The way this team is constructed, we should be able to win. The way we're coached, we're not put in position to win.
That's all.
The way guys have approached this season as a whole, each individual player, I don't think we put ourselves in a position to win. But I will gladly be wrong later down the line, man. Look at the top of the screen, man. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, man. We go by word of mouth advertising, so don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the Eat Sleep 60 podcast, man. No matter what, we will always be right here to give y'all shows, man. As much as negative as y'all think BG is, y'all could get off this podcast and tell everybody, man, I ain't never watching that podcast again, because that dude right there is always negative. If I make you not want to watch the Sixers, I'm sorry. But I love this team with everything I got, and I just want better for them. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all I feel good about going into the playoffs right now. I don't. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm not going to give y'all the Kate and I lie. I'm going to tell y'all 100% how I feel about Sixers, and I know my dog Carl is going to do the same. Y'all didn't understand what I said in English. I guess I'll say it in Spanish, man. No te olvide a decirle a un amigo que la digo a un amigo. Que la digo a una amiga. Basura. Let's go Sixers. We'll be right back here on Thursday versus the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets, we go right down the street. 2-day rest. We get 2 days of rest, so we get to get this loss out our system.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
You want to get right to it. You want to get right to
it. Like 2 losses in a row, bro. Important.
I don't like. Yeah, 2
you gotta wait 2 days,
and then gotta sit on. You gotta sit with these 2 L's, dog. You gotta sit.
What y'all gonna do? Practice?
They on the road. Matter of fact,
not even had no days off.
Maxey is from Texas. 2 days off in Texas, and the next game is Texas. He probably ain't gonna be with the team tonight. He probably been with his family for the next 2 days, dog. Hey, man, we'll see y'all next show, man, for the Houston Rockets on Thursday. Be right back here, 7:30 Eastern.